Welcome to my latest update. My name's Tania. I want to welcome all my existing subscribers and all my new subscribers. So thank you for joining me. I'm sorry I'm a few days late, but with going away it meant I needed to come late. So this is my Judith bag that I bought. Oops, nearly lost everything. Sit. So I'm extremely happy with it. It is lovely, so well made. So this is why, the reason why I didn't show it in my last video is because it hadn't arrived. So here's a gorgeous zipper pull, and the zip is so well made, and that's what it's got inside it. Well, also has all my threads, and it has another wee bag with another wee zipper pull. Haven't filled that up yet. I don't have fabric in it yet. So that's for the Alchemist. It is a Gecko Rouge pattern, and I'm going to start that on 25 count. My first piece, okay, I did 16,469 stitches in the last 3 weeks, nearly 3 weeks, not quite. The first piece is Animal Panorama by Pain Free Crafts. This is on a 20 count. It's a ash grey 20 count Lugana. I absolutely love this fabric. It's from Stony Creek. I've actually just bought another 2 yards of it from Stony Creek because I love this fabric so much, and the threads are sexy, and it's from the factory store from AliExpress. So Animal Panorama is a Pain Free Crafts. It's by Adrian Chessman, and I worked on this for 7 days, and I did 6,757 stitches, and it brought me to 3.73%. So you can start to see the wee birdie down here, and I should have shown you over here a picture of what it will look like. It's going to be a very long narrow piece, and I should have had a before as well, and I'm working that way, and I'm going to go down. The reason why I'm working that way is because it fits on my neck frame so well. So that's my first piece. Put it here. I bet you this is the piece that I thought. Okay, I got the bag, wrong bag. I might actually show you this now. So this is my Bird Weaver piece by Magical Quilts Blogspot. It is free. There's fabric in here. Yes. I will be showing you what it looks like at the moment. I need to find what the fabric is. Northern Lights by Fabrics, hand dyed by Stephanie. It's a 14 count. I'm using Silks by Silks for You. I would have shown you what it looks like. I have just about lost my needle. Oh no, I haven't. I have still got thread in it, so it's all good. I have just finished the part 2, so I can move on to part 3 and that's what I tried to do when I was away, but I'm using Exodo, so I haven't counted stitches for this piece. So I worked from the top down to the bottom. There are only about 10 or 12 rows, but I had marked, and the last time we worked on it, marked wrong. So I had finished this side and I was working on the second side, and I frogged more than I stitched, and I couldn't understand what I did wrong. I wasn't as comfortable as I should have been, and I just kept getting it wrong. So I decided to wait until I got home, and voila, I quickly did it in an afternoon. So that is it, finished. So I will link the website where you can get the patterns. There's actually several of them. I just picked the peacocks because that's what I liked. Fine, sit on the ground. So that's my bird Weaver Sal. I started that with the Keystone Stitcher. She is doing one of the animal ones, and she has got nearly finished. I'm lagging behind. Right, I'm going to show you out of order because I won't show you, I'll show you my flag piece next. So all my pictures will be shown that way, I think, because that's the way I stitch. So, but of course it goes that way. No, does it go that way? I actually don't know now. I think it goes that away. I think, yes, it goes. No, the stars go at the bottom, so it goes that way. Oh, that's really bad. Does it? No, it's going to be another. Goes that way. This is really bad today. Okay, this is the New Zealand flag, and the pattern is done by Vivsters, and it's hosted by Wombat Hollow Crafts and Divana Lee Design Studio. And I should have a pattern up here of what it will look like, and mine won't quite look like that because I am squaring it off. And why am I confused? Because I stitch it like that. Once again, I'm stitching it the way that my because of my frame. So I worked on that one and here and possibly here. So how many stitches did I do, Tanya? I did 800 stitches, and it brings me, it brings me up to 14.16%. So that's probably quite false because I would be higher, but of course it's not marking off any of these other stitches that I'm doing to square it off. Also has a different colour in these lines that I'm not stitching in a darker navy because I decided I didn't want to do that. So yeah, I'm marching to my own beat of my own drum. So yeah, so that is my flag cell. You'll notice that all my pieces are loosened off. I don't leave them tight on my frames. Right. My next piece is literature. I'm not going to show you the whole piece because I have still got it on the frame, but I will show you a picture of what it looks like because you can see the best part of it, and that is the face. So literature is Painful Crafts again. It's on 25 count. So far I've shown you 2 pieces on 20 count. This is 25. I only did 508 stitches on this because it was a challenge. What was the challenge? I don't remember. I'm at 49.82%. I am nearly at 50% after many years. It's going to bother me now. What was the challenge? If I can, I will post, I'll put on the screen what the challenge was for. No. Wasn't man-made. Person maybe? No, don't know. I made it fit anyway. Isn't that the way? So yes, I was pleased to get 500 stitches in this, and I think I'll go back to this because I really want to get this to I want to get this up to 50%. Right. Next is Archer. I should be showing you a picture of what it looks like. Archer is a painfruit crust again, and the artist is Myra. I worked on this 2 days and I did 2,386 stitches. So it's on 25 count, 1/1. Again, very happy with this. Like I said, 77.22%. I'm intending on having this finished this year, and there is only that part remaining. You will be seeing this each time I do a video because I work on her regularly. So I need to work on her again this weekend. I worked on her for the 2 days last weekend. So, okay, not last weekend because I was away, but the weekend before. So, she'll come out this weekend. My Weaver Sal has to come out too. Okay. Bisertide. Bisertide is a thread geeks, and the artist is Alchemy Carter. Look, I wrote it down this time. And I did 1,140 stitches yesterday on her, and I did mostly in here, this area, and the challenge for this was, or the prompt for this one was, sorry cat, the prompt for this one was man-made. So I am super happy with her. She is at 29.85%. It's like, could I not do a few more stitches and get it to 30%? No, obviously not. So admittedly I did have my infusion yesterday, so yes, 1,140 stitches was as much as I could do, but super happy. Really want to give her a wee bit more time next year and try and get her pushed along. But wow, she's looking stunning. I filled in that bird a wee bit more because she had a lot of empty spaces, so the raven, crow, whatever you want to call her, she is filled in a wee bit more. You can see the I have got some blue there, so when I fill in the black at that area, I will be able to work around those stitches. So yes, only got big pieces now. Right, I had decided that my Seavillians, I wanted to restart it by Jerry Lofario. I put it on a 20 count. I decided I'd do it 3 blocks across instead of doing it page by page this time. I am doing it on a 20 count still, but I'm doing it on a 20 count ash grey, I will bring it closer, ash grey Lugana instead of the Ada, and I'm so much happier. So this is a jellyfish. So I should have shown you a picture of what a Seavillians looks like. And I'm still doing it on the CXC, using a CXC. So, but this time I have put it on a big almanac frame. And I'm using one of the just a sec. Right, back. I use one of these, the adapters, the Lowry adapters. I use one of these. I'm going to tighten that up on my Lowry, and it makes it a lot easier, so I don't have to have it so I can have it at the midpoint. And it makes it a lot easier. But the one that I'm using, I actually shortened it. I just cut it and sanded it, and it's a lot shorter. So, because I don't have the long sidebars, so I use one of these, and I don't turn my project over at the back to end threads. I just end them on the front, and I find it a lot easier. So that's how I'm managing my large projects, is that you'll see waste threads. Is there many? I don't think. And you can see in the ditch. Can you see in the ditch? There's a few waste threads that I've cut off and they haven't fallen out. So yes, this is my Seavillians. And what am I at, Tanya? I did 5,200 stitches on this with my restart, and that was over 3 days. So you can see, I think I was at 7,000. I was at 7,000 something, 7,200 or yeah, about 7,100 before. Did I bring my bag over? No, I didn't. I should have, and then I could have shown you. So I'm super happy with my restart. I just need to spend another couple of days and I'll be back up to what I was at, but just in a different area. So I'm at 2.10%. I was so excited when I seen the jellyfish come in. I was thinking, oh, have I got a fish? No. Well, technically, I suppose a jellyfish is a fish. But different colours, and I find that stitching the white on the ash grey is really good. You can definitely tell where you've done the stitches. So I'm pretty much stitching block by block. I haven't gridded very far because I'm finding that I have gridded a lot on my mini Moon River, and it has lightened a lot, and it's like, I can hardly see that now. So I'm finding that I don't grid that far, and I'm just wasting the ink by gridding a long way if you're not going to see it. My next piece is a new start, and is Deep Ocean by Milos Kavanovich. I'm sorry if I've butchered your name. I'm sure I have. Now this is, I'm unsure about, this is a 20 count and it is DMC. This is my first DMC on a 20 count, and I look at the coverage and I think, is it enough? And then I think, I'm unsure about the coverage on this, but I think when you have something behind it and you wash it, and that's the darkest colour, it's 939 predominantly, and I think it will be all right. You look at it from a distance and I think it's fine. It's just when it's really close up and it's just little spots. But 2/1, I tried that and it's like, no, it's way too thick. So I think it's also because, yeah, it's only one colour and it's at the back, you're not there's no confetti, so it's just one colour. So that is Deep Ocean and it's 0.2%, and I have done 2,064 stitches. So I should have shown you a picture of what it will look like. There'll be no before picture because it's a new start. But this is a huge piece as well. So I decided that I have got all the DMC for it. I did have thoughts about maybe I should restart it and do it with CXC because I know the coverage would be better. But I bought so much DMC for this. For example, it's meant to have 23 skeins for one colour, 939 I think, and I bought 40 skeins, and it's like, yeah, no, I don't think I will rebuy it in CXC when I have bought it already in DMC. So that is my Deep Ocean in 20 count. I'm unsure on that one, to be honest, but the Alchemist, I would like to do that on 20 count as well. Ideally, just a sec, I bought some ivory for 20 count ivory. So I was thinking, because there is a lot of lighter colours for this. So I just got a message that I was thinking that I would do it on this. So I will either do it with the ivory, or I'll do it with the ash grey, the Alchemist. I don't think I'll start this until the new year, because at the moment I'm feeling like I have enough new starts for sure. So thank you very much for joining me. I'm sorry I was late, and I don't think I will have a video next weekend with my normal time. I think I'll do it in a fortnight. So I will be odd weeks with Jessica now, and have a great stitching week, and I hope everybody's well. Enjoy your summer coming up in the northern hemisphere, and excuse Coco, she's in her tunnel, she's playing. She's very happy to have us home. There was one little oopsie. We were away just before we left the house. We decided it was a good idea to take the bucket to get litter for Coco, because you can refill the buckets in Dunedin. So we thought that was a really good idea, and Dave shut the door to Coco's litter machine. So Saturday, we left on Friday afternoon, so Coco had used the litter machine just before we left, and then I was thinking by Saturday morning it was weird that she didn't use her litter machine first thing in the morning. So I rang up Brendan at 8 o'clock in the morning, and I said, look, could you go check Coco? Is the door to her room is open, because it's weird that she hadn't used her machine, because I get alerts on my phone. And no, Dave had shut the door. I've trained him well that any door should be shut. Well, there is exceptions to every rule, and that is the exception. So Brendan opened the door for her, and she went and used her litter machine. So she was very happy to see us at home when we got home. But no, she's been very good, and she's been getting meat and treats, haven't you, Bubby? Hey? And we've been playing with her. So no, everything went well. It was very good to see Dave's mum at the rest time. She's doing extremely well. She's getting looked after really well, so that was nice to see, because Dave hadn't seen her for a couple of years. And no, it was a good trip. I actually handled it a lot better than I thought I would, because I just had that injection in my shoulder. So I had to have my JVC test yesterday before I had my infusion. So it was quite funny. The week before, we were waiting for a package from the hospital. They sent it to me. It was for the blood test for the JVC, and I was having dreams about this very important package. So I had that test yesterday, and we'll find out in a few weeks whether I'm positive or negative, whether I can keep having my infusions, or what infusions they'll do instead. So they put the infusion in my left arm this time, which was really good, instead of my hand, because they haven't used my left arm for a long time due to the scarring in that vein, but because they haven't used it for about 8 months, they tried it again yesterday, because they had to take bloods, and it's a lot easier with a big vein than in your hand, because they were concerned that the volume that they needed yesterday for my regular bloods, as well as putting the infusion in, that it might collapse it. So they did it in my arm, and that went well. So thankfully that meant that my steroids in my shoulder and my elbow are still good. So that's the disadvantage of putting the infusion in my right arm with my steroids in my shoulder. So thank you very much. I don't think there was many funnies while away. David didn't appreciate he said he didn't appreciate me telling anybody about the tall stories about him because there's too many while we were away. He was very pleased to be home, and I didn't have anybody to tell any tall stories about him. And I said, it's okay, I've got 1,400 friends that I can tell any stories in the meantime. So thank you very much for everybody. I really appreciate the community that we have, and I'll do a stitch with me in the next week or so when I've recovered. Oh, okay, I won't put my foot out. There's something in my feet with claws. Okay, have a great week. Talk to you soon. Bye.